Thank you very much, Madam House Chairperson, Mr. President. Sir, your speech on Thursday evening dished up ladles full of syrupy hope. But all of the spun sugar in the world won't be enough to make our country forget what the ANC has done to South Africa these last 10 years. You have taken South Africa from the largest economy in Africa to the third largest. You have delivered the highest youth unemployment rate in the world. You have delivered 9.7 million jobless people. You've elected 356%, and you still managed to bankrupt Eskom, and you still can't keep the lights on. And now you want to hike prices even further to pay for it. And let's not forget that the whole time you were constructing a criminal syndicate fronting as a political party. And now you want to expropriate the pension funds of hard-working South Africans to bail out the SOEs that you bankrupted. The message to the country of the last 10 years is clear. The ANC eats, you pay. And through it all, no one, not one person, has gone to jail. No jail time for state capture, no jail time for Life Esidimeni, no jail time for Marikana, and no jail time for Jacob Zuma. You see, Mr. President, the truth cuts through all the candy floss. And the truth is that the ANC set the house on fire and is now asking the public for 5 more years in which to put out that fire. While the President peddles hope, the country is right to ask, how did we get here? Who got us here? And, Mr. President, what were you doing when you were there all the time? If voters are looking for real hope in action, they need only look to the one province in South Africa governed by the Democratic Alliance. Where the DA governs, jobs are created. In the 10 years of DA government in the Western Cape, job growth has been triple the next best province. That equals 650,000 new jobs, more than the entire population of Mangaung in new jobs alone. Unemployment where we govern is 14% lower than the rest of the country. And out of all the jobs created in the whole country, 53.4% are from the one province governed by the DA. Citizens here know that they can get a fair chance under this DA government. They don't have to pay anyone to get a job. They don't have to sleep with anyone to get a job. They don't have to show their membership card to anyone to get a job. The DA ensures that jobs are fairly available and accessible to all. So, Mr. President, while you were sorting out your party, we were creating jobs. While Zondo was showing the world the evil heart of the ANC, we were creating jobs. And while your son was doing business with Gavin Watson, we were creating jobs. That is what the DA does. We get things done for the people, not for the politicians. Now, the leader of the opposition said yesterday that the DA aspires for every home to have at least one person who is employed, a job in every house. I thought it would be difficult to find stats on this, but actually open the Stats SA General Household Survey, and there you will find more evidence of the DA getting things done. I'm happy to report that we are already delivering on this goal. Here are the facts. Nationally, 20% or 3.2 million families rely on grant income alone. But where the DA governs, this number is 9%, less than half the rest of the country. In other words, 91% of families under a DA government have at least one job in the home. We are on our way to getting this done too. That is what we do. We roll back poverty. We unlock enterprise. We free small business to thrive. We spread broadly the ownership of private property. And we do this because we love our country and we love its people. And because We do this because South Africa deserves better than a government asking us to give it another chance to solve the problems it has caused. The ANC destroyed the Scorpions and defanged the NPA. Now, the ANC is reopening the Scorpions. The ANC brought us e-tolls. Then the ANC marched against e-tolls. The ANC owned Hitachi Power Africa that built the boilers for Medupi. Now that the boilers have failed, the president tells us he is shocked and angry. What did you expect from state capture even long before that term was coined? The president says he is shocked and angry, but his party has literally profited from the destruction of Eskom. Every time, Mr. President, that the lights go out, jobs are lost. Load shedding is job shedding. And you know what? On the 8th of May, there's going to be stage 4 ANC vote shedding. Living under this government is like being on a never-ending roller coaster of bad Marxist policies, which hurtle inevitably towards collapse and corruption, and then spin at the very last moment into new proposals to fix the old ones. And with each convulsing corkscrew, people's lives hang in the balance. At the end of each loop, the ANC is to adopt they offered right at the beginning. Specialized gang units, specialized drug units, splitting Eskom, the youth wage subsidy. The list goes on. But even today, Mr. President, Luthuli House says that they won't let you split Eskom, proving exactly what we said yesterday. They hired you as the new face of the criminal syndicate, but the same crooks are still in charge. This is not a 9-year Zuma phenomenon. It is the permanent character of the ANC. It is the only possible consequence of the dogma of state control, under which no country can survive. The president quoted 2 American presidents in his speech, JFK and Teddy Roosevelt. But those men made their country prosper by pursuing enterprise, competition, individual liberty, and security of widely owned private property. You quote them, but the ANC rejects all of those values. That is why the South Africa cannot thrive under the ANC. The bus is broken, and a different driver simply cannot fix it. South Africa must be led by the DA's values because it is the only way our country can be led. So while the president may wish for suspension of disbelief, voters are looking for hope in action. Hope in action that our national decline is not inevitable. Hope in action to get more people into work and a job in every home. Hope in action to bring our country together and build one SA for all. And with the support of our wonderful people of our great country, hope in action for victory on the 8th of May.
Thank you very much.